Welcome to Red-tastic. Story 1. Am I the a-hole for wanting to buy my niece a 3DS console? This is a throwaway because I don't want anyone to know it's me. A little backstory. My niece is 14 and absolutely loves the Pokemon games. She has a 3DS that she used all the time, but it met its unfortunate end in an accident a couple of weeks ago. My brother's financial situation is a bit unstable at the moment. His long-term girlfriend of about 7 years, who I will call my sister-in-law for simplicity, lost her job and either can't or won't get a new one. I don't know the reason, it's none of my business. My brother makes enough to support his family. He can put food on the table and pay all of the essential bills. But some of the more luxury things like Netflix, Hulu, and his internet had to be cut out. He recently found out that his car will need a bit of work, so he does have a financial hurdle he's trying to work around at the moment. So here begins the actual conflict. My niece's birthday is coming up, and my brother was talking to me a few days ago about how he may have to push any potential gift back by a few weeks because he can't really afford it. I'm single with no kids in a 2-bedroom apartment, so I have much more leeway in my budget. I offered to replace my niece's 3DS as a birthday gift. He gave me a bit of pushback because he didn't want me to have to cover his ass, and there was no way he could pay me back in a reasonable amount of time. But I told him it was fine, that I didn't mind it at all, that he didn't owe me anything. He is totally okay with it. He just wanted me to take credit for it and not put his name on it. I told him that I want to at least put their name on the $20 Nintendo gift card I want to get so that she can have something to open that is from them. We both agreed to that. He thanked me and I told him I'll buy it soon. I found this badass Galaxy-looking 3DS that I think she will absolutely love. I bought it along with the $20 gift card, no problem. This morning I woke up to a text message from my sister-in-law. She's upset with me because she feels that the money I spent on a new gaming console could have gone to something like bills or the car payment, something that would help their family in the long run. She doesn't think it was a good idea to purchase my niece a 3DS at all and is upset with me because of it. She's even asking me not to give it to my niece and to take it back. I haven't responded yet because I don't know what to say or how I feel about it. On one hand, she is totally right. The $200 I spent on that game system could have really helped my brother and his family out. On the other hand, I should be able to do what I please with my money, and it would be awesome if my niece could open a gift on her actual birthday. On top of that, my brother is totally fine with it and gave me the okay. I haven't talked to him about this yet, but I am pretty sure I'm still going to give her the 3DS on her birthday. So am I the a-hole? You're not the a-hole, OP. You sound like a great uncle who just wanted to do something extra nice for his niece. It's too bad that your brother and his girlfriend are having a tough time with money, but your sister-in-law should have let things go instead of being upset with you. Because at the end of it all, it's your money, and her telling you what to spend it on sounds entitled. I'm sure your niece will greatly appreciate you. That's worth it, OP. Now for some comments. No a-holes here. Sister-in-law may be a little out of line, but I think her concerns are valid. A car or house payment or grocery bill ranks higher in priorities than a video game, so I get where she's coming from. Also, we don't know why she doesn't have a job. She could be sick or other extenuating circumstances that prevent her from working. OP wanted to do something nice for his niece and make her birthday special when her family is in a rough spot financially, and that's great. Not the a-hole. You sound like a doting uncle who wants to buy something for his niece. What the money could do, like paying for a car, is not relevant, as it could also be used to buy some ice cream or go on a date or 2 or 3. Also, their bills aren't your concern. Unless they want to ask you to let them borrow money, I don't think it matters. This is a gift for their daughter for her birthday, not for them. You can help them out on their birthday if you want. Not the a-hole. If they really need help with the bills, they could always ask if you were comfortable with it. Your niece's happiness is important too. Your sister-in-law is pushing her boundaries, basically almost saying return it and give the money for bills and things she needs instead. If the father is okay with it, then really I don't see why his spouse would try to add her comments in. Maybe talk to your brother about this so he can keep an eye out for the 3DS. If they really need extra money, she should consider working again. Story 2. Am I the a-hole for giving our youngest daughter the car? My eldest daughter, 21 female, cannot drive. She got a 78 on the written test in school, when an 80 and above gets the blue card. For clarity, we live in New Jersey and could not pass the subsequent tests at the DMV before she left for school. We never took her out driving for practice as there was too much on our plate at the time. We told her when she learned to drive, she would get the car, assuming that she would learn to drive before her sister, who is 5 years younger. Our youngest, 16 female, did pass her test, and we've taken her out driving once with the car. My wife and I have retired, so we have more time. And on her 17th birthday, she'll take the driver's exam and receive the car. Our eldest was pissed and said it's her car, that we promised her, which we did, under the assumption that our youngest wasn't going to learn to drive first. We told her she can't have a car she can't drive, but she told us we set her up for failure by not taking her for practice, never sending her to a driving school, and repeatedly joking about her not being able to drive. In moderation, for the years to follow, we can take out our youngest because we are retired now. But she, youngest, told us that we never bothered to make time for our eldest and did lead her to failure only to joke about it afterwards. So Reddit, are we the a-holes for this? To clear up some things. Number 1, our eldest goes away every summer on her own accord, so we cannot teach her then. And she is enrolled in a college away from our state, so we cannot teach her now. Number 2, she could only take the school test once, and if she did not get the AT, she would have to go to the DMV, which she did, and take their test, which runs solely on the manual. Number 3, we offered to help her study for the test when she was in high school. She shooed us away because she said she would rather learn on her own. 4, driving without a permit is illegal in our state, and the driving school requires the blue card because they take you out driving. 5, we bought her a used car from a friend of ours. She's just pissed she's not getting the original car we promised. Number 6, she also dismissed the driver's license her freshman year of college, as she could not keep a car on campus anyway. Number 7, we cannot take her out without her passing the DMV test because it is illegal to drive without one here. You're not the a-hole, OP, even though it seemed like you were playing favorites at first. To me, it seems like you gave both of your daughters similar opportunities, but your younger daughter just seemed to succeed while her sister didn't. Your oldest seemed to have a lot of excuses for not trying again after she failed the first test. And I don't think she should complain about the car you gave to her sister when you bought her one anyway. I think you should talk to her and make sure she understands that you're not favoring her sister over her. The last thing you want is that kind of grudge between sisters or for her to hate you. Now for some comments. OMFG, so not the a-hole. Even before the updates, not the a-hole. Your daughter missed her opportunity. That's life. If she's gotten on so long without a car, she's fine now. Since you seem like a super caring parent though, you might want to address your daughter's perception. She likely views you as playing favorites, which could be an issue or could just be something she needs to get over. You're the a-hole. Seriously, you only took her out once? Yeesh, I'm sorry, but if you could find the time to write this post, you could damn well find the time to go for a drive with your daughter. To say that is unrealistic to have taught her all the complexities of driving in a single drive would be a severe understatement. Duh, you're an ass for making empty promises. An ass for your complete lack of effort bordering on negligence. and a super duper ass for rewarding one child whilst dunking so effectively on the other. You suck. Do better. She's a 21-year-old adult. Time to grow up and learn how to study simple things like road signs and how to turn your high beams on. She had a chance to learn this basic knowledge and earn the car, and she didn't. Your 16-year-old was responsible, studied, and had the drive to learn all of these things in a reasonable time manner. OP, you're not the a-hole. It sounds like your 21-year-old daughter still has some growing up to do. Story 3. Am I the a-hole for taking a specific room in a house? I have recently moved in a new rented house with 3 of my university friends. I'm 28 and they're all around 20. In the process of submitting an application for this apartment, an issue arose surrounding who would take which room. The main sticking point is the basement room. One of my roommates started kicking up a huge stink about this just before we were due to sign the lease. He said that he would not live in this room at all and would rather we look for another flat rather than take it. Since we were so close to signing the lease and getting the flat to calm him down, I said if it was that contentious an issue, I would take the basement room if it came to it. After this, we signed the lease and everything seemed fine. We moved in a couple days ago, except for the roommate mentioned above who is out of the country for a few weeks. What has happened is that the other 3 have claimed the other rooms, leaving the basement for him. He's now kicked off a huge stink about this and blames me and not anyone else. The room is perfectly fine, but I think because I did more work finding the house, I should get a choice of the room despite what I said before. Also, I think once he actually gets here and sees the room, he won't have as big an issue. Am I the a-hole here, or is he being unreasonable? Now for some comments. You're the a-hole. He said he didn't want the room before signing the lease. The only reason he signed it is because you said you would take the basement room. Then he signs it and you go back on your word. He's stupid for believing you, but you're the a-hole for lying just to get your way. The better option would have been to either look for another apartment together or let him go to look for one more suitable for him on his own. You're the a-hole. He signed based on your statement that you would take the basement room. Then you and you alone decided you were going to take a different room, leaving him the basement room. Even if your other roommates encouraged you to take the other room, it was still your choice to do so. In America, we called that bait and switch. Has a right to be ticked off. He did not get what he signed up for. You're the freaking massive a-hole. You did your friend dirty and you and your housemates didn't give a shit as long as you didn't have the basement room. You should apologize and switch rooms. You clearly knew it was an issue and then went back on your word to him and screwed him over big time. There is no way you can spin this where you come out of this as not the a-hole. Hang your head in shame. Your friend deserves better.